And what do you want?
I would like, if there were opportunities, to stay here. Well, in Ukraine in general.
For what?
To simply work. I don't want to return to Russia, because they cheat there. We had a situation where they came to us and told us that soldiers were not needed for the assault. Well, if upon arrival...
I don't understand again. You need to unbutton it. Somewhere like this. Right. I need to attach it before I forget. Because we start talking and I will forget it.
Can I explain it from the beginning, so that it's clear?
Explain.
When Prigozhin arrived and specifically said that people were needed for the assault, no one went. Well, someone went, someone wanted to.
Are you in Wagner?
No. It turns out that the Ministry of Defense actually sold me to the PMC veterans.
How did it sell?
They first took us into the veterans, they trained 600 of us, and then they simply took the disabled, the legless, creepless, there were 11 of us in total, and sold us to good knows who. They even took our shovels. The PMC veterans even took the shovels. They took everything.
Okay, you tell me, during an interview, during a conversation. Why do you want to stay? Who deceived you? There.
It just that when even the PMC veterans gave us parting words, they told us not to even think about surrendering.
You should blow yourself up.
Yes, you should blow yourself up.
Well, I understand that.
These are the kinds of conversation...
This is not only the PMCs, but they also tell the mobilized and everyone else exactly the same thing.
I see, just that now when they exchanged us, if they exchange it, they'll send us straight to the front again. Why do I need it?
Yeah, they will send you to fight again.
Well, now they'll throw us into some kind of trouble again and have to fight again.
Yes.
Here I am.
Isn't that why you came here?
That's not why I came here.
And for what?
They promised me that my convictions would be expunged. I knew it was a war, but they told us that we were not going to storm it, that we are only going to dig there. I was even there for 6 days when, on the 6th day, they took us. I never not once shot. We dug there and carried and wounded.
Why are you in Ukraine? Why are you in our country?
In your country? Because you know how on the news everywhere everyone has completely convinced us that there are only Nazis here, that they are killing children and so on. Honestly, we've been indoctrinated and now they've given us a chance to make a clean slate, to get all our convictions expunged, told us to make a clean slate and so on. That's exactly why it's all about this.
This does not answer the question. My question is simple. Why do we need you?
Why do you need me? And why be here in Ukraine?
Yes.
And I will bring benefit to Ukraine. I will build, and I'm a builder.
We have enough builders.
I don't know if it's necessary.
Well, look. You're the guy who came to kill us. Here you realize that when... Did you sign the contract?
May 2nd.
May 2nd. For 6 months with mandatory extension for 1 year.
Well, they told me there that it was a must.
Renewal is a must. You haven't read it. Haven't read it? No. You jumped at the chance to get out of prison as quickly as possible. What article do you have?
111th.
How many?
15 years.
When?
There are about 5 years of prison left.
You jumped at the chance to get out as fast as you could, while making money for yourself.
That's not the main thing.
No, it's... You wanted to get out of prison as quickly as possible.
I wanted to cleanse myself quickly.
And exit. You didn't care about my country. Correct? Correct. You only saw the window from the prison, door from prison. And when you hit reality, when you realize you're just meat. How many days have you fought in total?
Fought for 6 days.
6 days.
On the 6th day they took me.
When you realized that here in captivity, that there are no Nazis here, and there are people who are much better than in your homeland. Correct? Correct. You thought, wow, why would I want to go back there? Because in this mode, in a marathon, you won't run for another 17 months. Or will you run?
No, I won't run.
You will be killed. You won't be able to get out of this. You're alive. Not injured or injured.
Just a little bit.
Not injured. You're not mobilized. You have a contract. And you understand that you will have to if you signed on May 2nd. And now it's July 2nd, 2 months have passed. Then you won't be able to sit it out in Russia for 16 months. Agree?
Yes.
Now let's return to this question. Why do we need you in our country? I'm not the person who makes decisions. Can you answer this question? How old are you?
31.
31. You've been prisoner since 21.
Yes.
What is your education?
12 classes.
12 classes. You prisoners, all of you. All of you. What makes you different is that you, unlike the mobilized and regular army, can think quickly and draw the right conclusions. Your life has forced you to learn this. And you understand correctly. But only the promised land. Have another cigarette. You're already smoking a filter there. The promised land, called Ukraine, will not be a heaven. Explain why you are needed. You're getting it from your words you don't want to exchange. To survive, right?
Can't I be useful here?
What benefit can you provide?
In Ukraine.
What do you know about my country? You ask, you want to stay in my country. In a simple question, what do you know about her?
That we are almost one united people.
Nothing like that. We are not one people. This is a global difference.
It's
What?
probably just our government.
What about the government?
They did
Your
that.
government. You're supporting your government. Your government put you in jail. Were you put in jail legally?
I won't say it's legal.
15 years at 111.
There was nothing. No evidence, just words. That's it. That's it.
Well, how do you imagine this? Why does our country need it? Why would the military leave you here? To build, we have enough builders. To do what? Let's talk about this topic.
They say that there are Russians who are fighting against Russia.
Are you ready to fight against Russia?
Well, the fact that they...
Who told you this?
Well, when the guys took us...
Our military?
Yes.
And what did they say?
They say there was a regiment, or whatever it's called, a group,
There is.
where are the Russian guys.
Yes.
And they fight against who didn't want to fight for Russia. I'm just learning the truth now, because when we were taken, they brought us there right away, as I understood from the conversations. The guys showed a video there saying that everyone told us there was a lie. There are completely different people here, and everything is completely different here. This is exactly what I'm talking about. That's why I don't want to go back to Russia, to be led away again, to be forced to fight against you again. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, look, this is the first attempt. You want to help and build.
No, if you're already saying that I'm not needed there...
These are different things.
No, if I'm not needed there, then at least we'll go
but
somewhere.
no one will let you out.
I know.
You're a prisoner.
Yes, I know.
Potentially, you're the one who needs to be given an our defender taken away, who fought for the freedom for our country. You're no more nor less, you're an exchange fund. You're the one to give up and take ours.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready to kill Russians?
I think so.
Prove it to me.
How can I prove it?
I don't know.
Kill a Russian.
Will you kill?
I think I'll kill. I'm telling you, I can renounce Russian citizenship.
Yes, because it's not citizenship, it's just slavery. This is just nonsense.
Because they simply deceived and lied there. This is what I'm
Yes.
talking about. For example, they told us one thing, but everything completely happened. In general, everything is different. We've been thrown into the middle of nowhere. They say dig, carry the corpses right under the shelling. It doesn't matter at all. You just dig and that's it. You dig and that's it. We're just dug. And carried the wounded out at night. That's it. The 6 days, and the 6th day they took us. If I had known, I would have given up on the 5th day.
Okay, we'll talk about this during our conversation. I will convey to the military what you want, but I don't see the spark in you. I don't see any spark in you. Do you voluntarily consent to the recording and publication of the conversation?
Yes.
Why do you need this?
Well, so that everyone knows the truth. So they won't come here to Ukraine to fight voluntarily. That there are no Nazis here. There are people here, Ukrainians, who defend their land
From whom?
from Russians, who invaded here, and they try to say that there are Nazis here and to fight them.
And they are not here?
There are no Nazis here. I haven't seen a single Nazi here. They treat me well here.
They deceiving you there, aren't they?
Yes.
Please tell me, are you a prisoner?
Yes, I am a prisoner.
On 111th Force?
Yes.
Were you convicted?
15 years.
The first time you've been
Yeah, the first
incarcerated?
time.
Why so much for the first time?
I had a conditional sentence under 158. Plus a group of people, everything is connected there.
When were you first convicted?
Well, I...
Plus or minus? What year?
2013.
13th year. They gave you 158, right?
158, yes. Suspended sentence.
What was stolen?
Got into the house with an accomplice. Small things.
Small things. How long was your suspended sentence?
2 years.
2 years. Like 3 years for 2? Or 5 for 2?
Something like that, yes.
What's your education?
12 classes.
Just school?
School, and I studied at college.
9 grades plus college.
No, 12 grades plus college.
Oh. Do you have a complete secondary education?
Yes, I think so. I have a profession in construction school, a plaster painter.
Didn't work.
I worked in St. Petersburg as a plaster painter. I built the monolith.
In theory, they paid well there.
Yes, Gazprom paid.
Why did you leave from there?
I buried my eldest sister. I started acting stupid. Very young. Left from there,
A little
partying,
lower.
drinking. Partying, drinking.
In St. Petersburg, right?
Well, from St. Petersburg, yes, I left. I never went back there again.
Mhm. When did 111 happen?
Also in 2013, in a couple of months.
So, it turns out that only the investigation, trials, and sentences have
Yes,
ended.
only the verdict happened about a month and a half has passed.
Whom?
Amen.
For what? Under what
We
circumstances?
got into fight while drunk with an accomplice. There was an
Have you
accomplice.
taken away his phone?
Yes, he passed away. It happened out of stupidity because he was drunk. It was unclear.
Why do you say you were wrongly convicted?
Because the nuances are such that I didn't participate in it too much. He took on more of everything. But our accomplice still went with us. We wanted there to be one less. There were 2 accomplices. The accomplice had already been convicted. This wasn't his first time he'd been in prison.
How much did they give him?
To him, he has been in a strict regime for 14 years.
Do you have a common regime?
No, strict regime.
Strict. Have you served 10?
9 and a little, almost 10.
Wait, in 2013? Well, yes, that's right. When have you been recruited?
People from the Ministry of Defense arrived at the end of April. There is the Ivanova Commissar gathered us all in the club.
Ivanova Commissar?
Yes, from Ivanova.
From the military office?
Yes. They came from the military office.
How many of you were collected?
About 70 people, probably 80.
And how many people left?
That's about how many left. At first, more people wanted to leave. The local administration has already begun to determine who will stay and who will not.
Yeah, not everyone was released.
Yes, not everyone was released. About 70 people definitely left.
And when did you leave?
We left on May 2nd.
May 2nd.
Yes.
Where did they take you? Where did you train?
First, they took us through Rostov. We arrived on a plane. And then to the Lugansk region. I don't know the name of the village. We were thrown into a camp in the forest belt. And we went there for a month and trained. There were 600 of us there. And we've been there for exactly a month now. Then a month later, we were already taken to the Donetsk region. There we were exchanged.
This, I'm confused now, again. You trained for a month?
In Lugansk.
In Lugansk?
Yes.
Somewhere under the city?
Yes, in a wooded area.
You haven't fought yet?
Yeah, there have been no military actions yet, just training.
I see. Then at the beginning of June?
At the beginning of June, yes.
Where did they take you?
They took us to the Donetsk region.
Donetsk region. What settlement? Direction?
I can't say either. They brought us to some forest.
Were you taken on a bus without windows at night?
Not at night. During the day, everything is closed there. They just exchanged. First, they brought us to one place. They put us in Kamaz trucks, and after we were taken to the woods.
It's clear. They took you to the forest. You say the phrase exchanged.
Exchanged? Yes. When we arrived, we were told, "We congratulate you. You are now in PMC veterans."
Where were you before this?
We were at the Ministry of Defense before. We had a 488 unit.
What is this 488?
Stormtroopers. 488. 20th Regiment, I think. I can't say for sure. I know the numbers were 488. There were 120 soldiers in our first company. 488 first company.
How many of you were exchanged?
Exchanged from our company, 11 people, plus more from others.
Exchanged for what?
They just exchanged us. They gave us to veterans and that's it. In
How is
PMC. I don't know what to call it. They just told us that they were congratulating us.
This is called betrayed.
That's it. We congratulate you. You are now in the PMC.
Were you happy?
Not really, to be honest.
You can be honest or not. Fine. What happened next?
Then we got there. We didn't even have any weapons with us. There were shovels.
You didn't have a weapon?
There were no weapons. They didn't give us any at the ministry. We were told that weapons would come later, which was allocated to us there. When we got there, they took everything from us. Even the scissors that were in the first aid kits. All this...
All this done by people from the PMC,
yes.
comrades?
Yes.
Have you been robbed?
Yes, all the shovels. In general, everything was taken away.
And how did they explain it?
That they will return everything to us.
Why did you give it away?
How can we not give it to them? They have guns. It was like being in a convoy there. There were guns everywhere there. There were this booth, there was machine gunners that. That's just how they threw us there. We were digging something somewhere. Somewhere we helped. Someone was on duty in the dining room. We waited while the groups gathered everyone together, and they set us away little by little. Collected and sent, and then they gathered us and set us there. To some 5-story building. To the basement. We waited there for another 5-6 days.
What the date was that?
So, today... we have the 2nd, right? Well, somewhere in the middle of the June.
The 15th.
Well, something like that.
Okay. What was in this 5-story building?
There were wounded in that 5-story building, and those who were gradually redirected there. From this forest.
Many wounded.
Well, maybe 30 people. Some were taken to the hospital, some were there. All those with minor injuries were treated right there.
In the basement?
Yes. A nurse came, treated, changed bandages, gave injections.
Were they all prisoners?
All there are prisoners, yes.
Did someone die?
Nobody died in my presence. Well, there weren't too many seriously injured. Seriously injured were taken to hospital, so they said. Such wounds were quickly treated and sent back.
To war, huh?
Yes.
How long did you stay there in the basement?
Well, I guess I spent almost a week there, approximately.
That is somewhere before the 22nd.
Well, roughly, yes, something like that, because on the 6th
Were you
day...
locked in there? In the basement?
Yes, once you entered, you couldn't leave, only to the toilet.
You were guarded, weren't you?
Yes. We only went to the toilet and that's it.
What kind of food was there?
Food, dry rations were given in a box for 6-7 people.
One box for 6 people?
Well, yes, there's such a big box. Something like this, approximately.
Well, it's designed for that much.
Well, yes, 6-7 people.
Was there enough food?
Well, more or less, yes.
Fine. What happened next?
Then they recruited 6 of us. 7. And they sent us in the evening at about 10-11 p.m. They sent us by bus to the forest belt. Well, we didn't drive for long. Maybe it took us 10 minutes to get there. We arrived there. They took us to the first forest belt. So there they threw us into the trenches, waited there. Then they moved into the field and then into the forest belt. Here we sat until almost morning, until about 5 o'clock, probably just after 4. Then they took us out and gave us ammunition. There were 6 of us. They gave us ammunition. And they said there is a potato field over here. You have to run across there.
You had what, 6 machine guns?
There were 6 machine guns, yes, they gave to us. When we were in the forest belt.
Was there anything else besides machine guns?
No, they gave us cartridges. There was ammunition in the crates.
Zinc?
Well, yes.
Fine.
They said it needs to be moved there, right? They'll meet you there.
And you went across the field?
And we walked across the field. Nobody met us there. They started bombing us. Drones fly, cassettes shoot. We hide there in some trenches from machine guns. We hide there. One of us was wounded. We sat there until the evening. So, we didn't get out. Then one of the wounded who was with us in a 5-story building was going to ground zero. He joined us there. He told us where we needed to go. So we bandaged our wounded ones. We arrived there in the evening. They put us in a trench and said, "Look, you will dig." 5 of us joined another one who was already digging. And they told us to dig. Trench. That's it. We started digging. We dug more during the day, but didn't dig at night. That's it. We dug during the day, and in the evening we carried the wounded out through this field.
Many wounded?
Every day, 3, 4, 5 people. There were also many who were not carried out at all. They were brought in from other positions.
Why?
I don't know why.
Were there many dead people lying around?
There's a lot of dead people lying around.
How many?
A lot of it. Well, I saw, more than 20 for sure. I just saw this.
These are all prisoners.
These are all prisoners. Only prisoners. Plus, because of the shell and the whole earth is dug up, how many more of them are still not visible? There is a lot of lying around on the field when you run across there. Nobody take them. Even if you carry a wounded person and he dies, that's it. You leave him there.
Have you ever had this happen when you were carrying
Yes.
someone?
The sniper was shooting him. Well, wounded.
The two of you are carrying someone.
6 of us carried him.
Did 6 of you carry
Yes,
him?
on this, on fabric burdens.
Did 6 people pull one?
Yes, 6
So
people
what
pulled
next?
one.
How did it happen?
The sniper started shooting. We stopped, fell, wanted to drag him away. The sniper killed him. That's it. We somehow managed to
Did
get
he
out.
kill the wounded? Why
Yes.
did he kill the wounded
I don't
one?
know.
Because you were hiding. He was lying down. He could aim at him.
We pulled him away. Well, maybe yes.
Well, that's my theory.
Probably yes. I don't know either.
So what when the guy got killed, he just turned around and went
We
back?
turned around, yes, and crawled back. Because, guys told us that when someone carried even a dead commander from their company with their own hands carried to 0 positions. Well, after a while, he just remained lying there. Well, that is, they didn't even take him away anywhere. He's been lying there ever since they brought it.
Did they bring the dead commander?
Yes. Also one of our prisoners. Well, no one even took him anywhere.
How much have you seen in all this? How long were you there? 6 days?
Almost, on the 6th day they took us.
How many people have you evacuated during this time? How many wounded people have you seen in total during this time? And how many dead people did you see in total? Well, approximately.
Well, I evacuated. Well, I definitely evacuated about 10 people during this time. So, there were always a lot of wounded there, but recently soldiers with minor wounds were not evacuated. Well, that is, if you can hold a shovel or hold a
Were you
machine
not
gun.
evacuated with a minor
Yes.
injury?
Yeah, they continue to be
further.
there. That was the last thing I heard. They say to evacuate only the seriously wounded. We tried to carry out the wounded in serious condition, but not everyone in need could be delivered to us from other positions. Because first they brought it to us, our last line of defense was...
Take the map. How was it? Here is your position.
Here is a forest belt. Here it is.
Yeah.
Here is a forest belt. Here it goes further. Here we are. Here you need to go down further. There is an evacuation there. There further, there will be a field here this long. This is how you walk to the turn and then run across the field. This is the 0 that is already being evacuated to.
How far is it from you to 0?
More than 200 meters.
Why didn't you walk along the forest belt?
We walked along it, went out onto the field. There are mines further on. There is only one pass you can take.
And our sniper was working in the open field.
Yes. Well, he also shot
And
at the
where has
forest
been
belt.
ours?
It turns out yours has been somewhere around here. From what I know, yours were here in front. No one was holding anything here anymore. Everyone had already given up their last positions.
How did the sniper get there?
I don't
Where did he
know
work
if
from?
the sniper is there or somewhere else. We ended up like this.
In short, this is it.
Yes, we were like in a horseshoe. It was called horseshoe.
Horseshoe.
It was called horseshoe. Horseshoe.
Fine. Here you evacuated. One was killed during the evacuation.
Yes.
How many of the dead did you see in total?
Dead? I'm saying more than 20. That's that I saw where they were lying there right on the pass, already rotten. There was just rot there.
And you don't know how many are in the forest belt?
There's also a lot in the forest belt, but it's just constantly. There are explosions there every day. Everything is dug up there. It kind of explodes, breaks. Some of the soldiers remain in the dugouts, burying. After we were taken captive, we went to your positions and there were a lot of corpses on that road too. Well, exactly.
Yours or ours?
There are none of yours at all, only ours.
Where are ours?
No, well, in the sense that
No, I
there are
understand.
no dead people of yours. You're not there, yours are being taken away. Because even the guys themselves say here, look, only yours, you see, no ours. We don't abandon our own, but
I have
yours
known
do.
this in the first day of the war.
Well, that's how it is.
What did you eat for 6 days?
Rations, they bring this ration there.
Was it enough?
Well, what can you do? There was no point in complaining. Some things were
Was
enough,
there water?
some weren't. Water, yes, they brought water and rations. Those who ran across the field left provisions at the edge of the forest belt. We already ran there ourselves, took water and rations precisely in bags, and they threw everything into bag there.
How did you give up, or more precisely, describe the last day when you were fighting? Overtime.
Last day. So,
What was the date?
so today, the 26th, I think, because we arrived here on the 27th.
The 26th. Okay, let's do it on the 26th.
The 26th, yes. We were sitting in the dugout. There is our dugout. In front are those who were supposed to hold the defense. In our dugout, where I was sitting, there were two commanders there, Llama and Grinya. I was with them. Plus, there was another one who is now in captivity here. He also evacuated.
There were 4 of you there.
5.
5.
Yeah. Here we are. We haven't slept all night. They were resting. We heard some sounds
What time was that?
during the day. It already happened during the day. Around 11 o'clock, already closer to a day. We heard sounds. I climbed out to the top. I heard someone talking. I raised my head a little. There's a bomb on me. It's being dropped from the drone. Exploded near me. I think they were dropped by drones. Then the second and third one dropped. I went down there. Then the grenade flew in.
In the dugout.
Yes. They started shouting, surrender. Then comes the second one. My leg got a little hurt. We shouted that we surrendered. A boy climbed out. He was not wearing any armor. He was a little wounded. He got out. I climbed out next. That everyone else climbed out. We were tied up.
It turned out that those positions were abandoned there.
Yes, they didn't seem to put up any kind of fight either. It all happened very quickly. The assault happened quickly. We didn't really hear any shots. We didn't hear anything.
As I understand it, this forest belt was given away in
yes,
full.
completely. Ours was the last one, and this entire forest belt had already been taken, given away. Plus, there was another position somewhere, I don't know where exactly. It was through us, they walked through us. They take food and everything else. That is, they were already in the ring. They said there were about 40 of them. They were sitting there in position. That is, they too are already all surrendered. There's no way there's getting out of there.
Who took you prisoner? Did they told you?
21st, I think.
21st Brigade.
Yes.
21st Brigade.
It seems so. I think it's the 21st.
No, I want to watch it right away. 21st Brigade. Yes, we also brought drones to the 21st Brigade. We take drones to our soldiers for captive ones. Did our drones fly there?
There was a lot there. There are only your drones there.
And yours?
I haven't seen any of our drones, honestly. When we first went, there was a drone flying overhead. When they told us to go through the field, we said there's a drone flying around. He replied that it was our drone. He said not to worry. When we reached the turn, we already realized that it was your drone, not ours. Because they figured us out, they started firing cassettes, mortars started firing at us.
Why did he lie?
I don't know. And there it is like this, they always lie, there is no truth at all. There right away, We were told that they would meet us, but no one was even waiting for us there. When we arrived, they asked us, "Who are you?" That's how it happened. It doesn't matter to anyone at all. They just screwed me over. You have to... They're bombing there. It's impossible to dig there. We just dug out a little bit. The drone immediately exposed us and they started bombing us and everything was covered. Why aren't you digging? We're digging, so dig. Well, they're bombing here. Missiles are flying. It doesn't matter. Just dig. That's it. That's all.
What did our people tell?
What did they tell? They showed a video where the whole truth was told. We told them what we were told and they told us the video was true. There they showed children who were bombed by our army, civilians. They told me the attitude was good. I won't say it's bad, even so we invaded your country. But they didn't say anything like that. They told us what was happening here. They asked why we came.
Do they know at home that you're fighting?
Yes.
What do they say?
Nothing. What are they gonna say? When I left, I just rang to say I was here when I was still in the camp. They didn't know that I had left. When I was just in Lugansk, I already called there and said.
What is your last name?
Kurnik.
In short, you presented it as a fact.
Well, yes.
Traditionally, prisoners of war, if they want, address their fellow countrymen and friends. Should they come here or not? If they want to. If they don't want, they don't address.
I would like to make an appeal.
Right there. Into a broken Samsung.
Guys, everyone who knows me, what I want to tell you. Don't come here. Everything they tell you, it's all lies. There are the same guys here, their families are here. Here they are fighting for their land. There are no Nazis here. At least I haven't met anyone here. Relations here are good. That's all.
That's all. Thank you. What else can you tell me?
I don't know, my head doesn't work.
Why?
I don't know how I can agree to all this.
You're fine to agree to this. Fine. This is what you came here for. You went to fight. This is your conscious choice. And your sister told you not to. Yes?
Yes.
You decide to deceive nature. But nature cannot be deceived.
I agree completely.
Who will win?
Ukraine.
Why? Why?
Because she is stronger. And at least she doesn't deceive people. Deceiving won't do anything.
There are fewer of us.
You are more united than we are. And better. You fight better. Ours are abandoning. I understood everything at once.